All right, what's going on, guys? So today I want to answer a question that I recently got on do I ever get burnt out? And I'm going to tell you guys the reason why I don't get burnt out and the times in my life where I did get burnt out and why most likely you're getting burnt out and how to avoid it. All right? So, why don't I ever get burnt out? Because the reason I'm able to stay consistent and stay disciplined and I'm able to do it without it feeling like a horrible task that it just never ends, where you feel like, oh, here we go again, when is this ever going to end? That's when you haven't figured out your purpose. Because the reason why I can stay consistent and disciplined in the things that I do is because I figured out my purpose. But the times in my life where I didn't have a sense of direction, I didn't have my purpose quite figured out, I found myself getting burnt out more often. I found myself waking up and thinking, like most people, when they feel burnt out, they say, oh, I'm too tired. I'm tired of this. When is this ever going to end? You get stuck in that feeling of thinking, when is this ever going to end? Because you don't really have a sense of direction. So going to work, going to work out, whatever you do, your daily tasks, it's almost like you're living Groundhog Day. Like it's the same day on repeat every single day. However, once you figure out your purpose, now you have a why. Now you have a direction in which you are going. And when you figure out your why, when you figure out your purpose, now every single day, instead of it feeling like, oh, why is this never going to end? Instead, you look at it as an opportunity to plant your seed. Every single day that you are alive, you feel amazing. You feel great because at the end of the day, it's an opportunity to plant your seed. And I'm not saying there's going to be days where you just don't feel like doing anything, because we all have those days, but the key to staying disciplined and the key to staying consistent is by figuring out your purpose. Because even on the days where you might not feel like doing it, you will remind yourself why you're doing it. What is your why? What is your purpose? And now that will fill you up with energy, and that will allow you to do everything you need to do with a smile on your face, because you will shift your perspective into thinking, okay, this is an opportunity for me to plant my seed. You make a YouTube video, this is an opportunity for me to plant my seed. You go to the gym, opportunity for you to plant your seed. You go to work, you are looking at it as an opportunity to invest into yourself, invest into other things. Everything has a why, so you don't feel like you are directionless. So if you don't have your purpose figured out yet, that's okay, but you need to be on the lookout. You need to go into a period of your life where you don't really know what's going on. I read this in the book, The Way of the Superior Man. It says, every man must go into a period of his life where he doesn't really know what's going on, but he's looking for signs. That's paraphrased, but that's what you need to do. You need to go into this period of your life with your eyes and your mind open, ready to figure it out, to see what is my purpose. And that should be on your mind all the time. And it's going to come to you, trust me, because your purpose is something that you would do regardless of if you got paid for it or not. Because most likely the job that you do right now, if they stopped paying you for it, you would not go back to that job. But your purpose is something that regardless if someone paid you or not, you would still be doing it. So for example, me on this YouTube channel, I used to love whenever my friends or someone I know came to me and they had a problem and I could help them solve it based on my experience, based on the things that I've been through. I can pass it on to them so now they can do better in their life, and I can give them a shortcut to the success in whatever problem they're having in, because I've already been through that. I've already experienced that. So here, Let me provide you with some advice. Let me provide you with some guidance so that way you don't have to go through it the same way I did. That way you have the keys. That way you have the game and you understand everything that's going on around you. Because there was times in my life where I didn't really have someone who guided me through things. But whenever I've experienced something and I've figured out how to do it a better way, of course I'm going to pass it on. And so that was something that I love to do. And so I figured, why not start a YouTube channel and do this on here as well? So that way I can do it to many masses of people all across the world. I can provide something that I enjoy doing and can bring benefit and value to others. So when you have a why and when you figure out what it is you like to do, now you'll do it every single day. You'll be able to stay consistent at it. You'll be able to stay disciplined at it because it's something you would do naturally. And eventually, you got to figure out a plan. How can you monetize this? Because now that you've figured out your purpose, and your purpose, you might like to sing. That might be something you do for the rest of your life, whether you got paid for it or not. You might like to play instruments. You might like to play basketball. Whatever it is, figure it out, hone in on it, and try to master it. Try to work on it every single day, little by little, until one day you look back and now you are a master at your craft, as something that you love to do. And so once you are a master at it, now you provide massive value to the world. So now the world will give you the exchange on the amount that you are worth, because now you are very valuable to the world. Why? Because you provide a lot of value and you are an asset to everyone's life. So LeBron James, I'm sure his purpose is to play sports like basketball. So he became a master at it, and now he gets paid, he gets compensated for his skill because he is great at what he does. And I'm sure he loves to do that. So he gets compensated a big amount because he provides value. Meanwhile, someone who might love to play basketball and maybe that's their purpose, but they don't really practice it, they don't really work on it every single day, they're not going to become as valuable as someone like LeBron James. So they're not going to get compensated anything. They're going to go out there to the park, play basketball, and not get paid anything for it. But they don't care because that's what they'd be doing anyway, whether they got paid for it or not. So you have to have the same mindset. You have to figure out your purpose, hone in on it, work on it every single day, try to master it, and then eventually monetize it. All right, guys, that's the keys to not getting burnt out. And I hope you guys found this video useful. Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace out.